Town of Ayer Zoning Board of Appeals, Wednesday, November 16th, 2016, open session meeting agenda. We call the meeting to order. First item of business is approval of the agenda.
Make a motion for approval of the agenda for November 16th.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. We have one public hearing on tonight. Town of Ayer, Zoning Board of Appeals, public hearing notice. The Ayer ZBA will conduct a public hearing at 6 p.m. Wednesday, November 16th at Ayer Town Hall, 1 Main Street, Ayer, Mass. Regarding the application by North Shirley Realty Trust for land identified as Assessor's Map 11, Parcel 36, located on the westerly side of Groton School Road. Applicants are seeking a variance from Ayer Zoning Bylaw 333C to allow for residential use in light industrial district. You're up.
Well, do you mind if I just put this on this
No.
chair for just a second?
You're right ahead.
All right. Good evening. My name is Kevin Conover. I'm from David Ross Associates, and I represent North Shirley Realty Trust. And we're seeking a use variance from the Zoning Board of Appeals for property located, like you said, on the westerly side of Groton School Road. Indicated on the plan is the area that we're looking to get the use variance for. As you can see, on both the north and the south side of this property are two subdivisions. One is Pheasant Circle that was approved back in the mid-2000s. And the lower portion of the southerly is John Riley Way, which was also approved in the mid-2000s. The same thing happened to those subdivisions. Pheasant Circle was granted a variance by the Zoning Board of Appeals back in 2005 for the same exact thing that we're asking for today. The property, the frontage is all residential in an A2 zoning district. The rear portion of the property is in the light industrial. As you guys are familiar with the area, it's all residential area in that lot, in that portion of the town. The John Riley Way subdivision did not get a variance, and I'm not sure why that they did not get one, because there are some lots that are situated in the light industrial district based upon that plan. So we're just seeking a similar variance to be able to use the light industrial portion of their property for residential use.
This boundary line, so you're saying that these are residential lots now?
No, they are not. They were approved by the planning board in the beginning of this month for A&R lots. And the reason why it's a little confusing is because the red parcel is owned by North Shirley Realty Trust. North of that was owned by somebody else. So we had to separate, in the lower right-hand corner of that plan, we had to designate each particular parcel because they're in separate ownerships, exactly. So when you're looking at lot 2, 4, and 6, well, lot 2, 4, and 6 are comprised of parcels as shown in the detail in the lower right-hand corner.
So it would be A and B.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So A is residential and B is light industrial?
Nope. The areas, the A&Rs that the yellow line bisects, so lot 4 has a portion that's residential and a portion that's light industrial. Lot 6, as depicted there, is all in the light industrial district.
But there's a house there?
There's not. There are actually buildings there, but they're in the process of being raised or removed.
So is that where the oil was?
Exactly, the wood.
So is that red line, that was all part of that property?
That was a wood property that conveyed to North Shirley Realty Trust.
Now, has it been sold in its entirety, or are those individual lots being sold?
It was sold based upon the previous deed for the property. So what the wood property owned, and I think there's 5 family members that own that property, they sold as it existed to North Shirley Realty Trust. In the beginning of this month, we got the plan signed by the planning board that created lots 2, 4, and 6. So there's parcel, I think it's B, D, and F down on the bottom, those are all pieces of property that are owned by North Shirley Realty Trust. To the north of that is owned by somebody else, is owned by Mr. Caney.
So that 5 acres, whatever it is divided.
Yeah, the 5 acres is basically the area in red.
Correct.
That was the parcel of land that was used based upon the previous deeds that the Wood people owned.
Right.
So it's already subdivided up here?
It is, but it's approved only through the planning, through the A&R process. There aren't any houses there yet, and we're using the street frontage for Pheasant Circle as a public way to create those 3 lots. And
So A is residential right now,
correct. And so is...
and part of C.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, like I said in the beginning, Pheasant Circle has a variance that was granted by the Zoning Board of Appeals for that entire parcel to allow residential use in a light industrial zone.
What a parcel.
The Pheasant Circle was comprised of property that was owned by Mr. Caney.
This up here?
Exactly, right. In 2005, he obtained a variance and recorded that variance at the Registry of Deeds, allowing residential use in a light industrial district.
On this side only?
Exactly, because that's all he was concerned with at the time. That's all he owned.
Yeah, he didn't own this on this side over here.
Absolutely. I think there were still, at that time, 2005, I think there may have been people living there, or the oil company may have been in business at that time. I'm not 100%
So
sure.
what happens to the land above the red line, between the red line and Pheasant Circle? Where does that land end up? Is that going to be part of those parcels?
Yeah, yes, that actually is currently owned by Mr. Caney.
So the permanent access to those lots will be on Pheasant Circle.
That's correct. Which is allowable under the A&R process because that's not only an approved way, but it's also an accepted way.
So is the variance looking just for those 3 lots, or is the variance?
The variance is for 5 acres, so that's
It's
the
The
whole
whole
thing.
red, the whole
Yeah,
red area.
okay.
The
So-
4.4 plus this up here, I would think.
Okay,
Well-
so
And sorry to interrupt, but no, that's, the variance is for just the area designated in red. The area to the north of that already has a variance.
I understand that.
Mhm.
But what I'm wondering is how the rest of that acreage is going to be split up, and what is the access going to be to it?
Well, at this time, primarily, the variance is for the whole part.
Correct.
Primarily, what is of most importance is, I guess, Lot 6 as depicted on that plan. That is kind of in no man's land because north of that red line is, they obtained a variance to do that subdivision and to create those lots. To the south portion, that Lot 6, that currently doesn't have a variance for residential use, even though it's located in a light industrial zone. So the primary importance is to get the whole piece, but more importantly, to allow Lot 6 to be built on for residential use.
Where's the missing half acre?
The missing half acre.
Yeah, because your application is for 5 acres,
Right.
and that outline is 4.4.
4.4, exactly. Because the missing half acre is parcel B, D, and I think that's F.
F.
Right. So if you add up all those B, D, and F,
Well, you said this red outline is 4.4 acres. You're talking about this up.
no, yeah. Excuse me. The 5 acres is what's entailed in red.
So
Now, it's 4.4 acres exactly right. That is the remaining after these parcels were taken out of the whole piece.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
And the
so-
reason we had to do that for legal purposes is we couldn't, since it's owned by 2 different entities, we had to separate it in parcels. And then to kind of make it clean, we call them lots up here. So
Okay.
when the attorney conveys it, they'll convey that to that and that to that. So yeah, you're right. The remaining land is 4.4, but the total in red is 5.
Okay,
So
I get it.
And so the realty company does not own between the red line and Pheasant Circle. That's a third party?
that's correct, but they're going to convey those parcels as I designated, parcel A, C, and E. Yeah.
What do you mean they're gonna convey those parcels?
Well, to make those buildable lots, they need those parcels to be conveyed to be combined. And we have a notation on that plan stating that they're not buildable lots. but
Okay, so
be-
they're gonna be included in 2, 4, and 6?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Almost like pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah, okay, good, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
It is kind of confusing, but legally, that's kind of how you have to do it.
Are they planning on developing that?
At this time, like I said, primarily, it's just lot number 6 that's of primary importance. What they plan on doing with the remaining portion of it is unknown at this time.
All right.
Is lot number 4 also impaired?
Well, if we if we change this or allow it to go residential, that doesn't
Oh,
fall
yeah,
under
it
the
goes
same
away,
guide.
man. I mean, you're saying lot number 6 is the only one that's wholly within the light industrial zone.
Yeah.
The rest of the lots are either
looks to me like
lot
there's-
2 is all out
It's-
and lot 4 is. The other question I have for the board, I don't know, just at my education, how does the planning board get to approve lots for a zone where you can't
Well, I think they went through
have?
they went through a site plan review
No, just A and R.
Just A&R.
A and R.
pending approval of the zoning variance.
Well, basically with the A and R, you wouldn't move forward with, processing those unless
A&R
Yes.
means what?
approval not required, if you wanna
Correct.
explain that.
Yeah, and approval not required is you can create parcels of land or lots of land, and as long as they have legal frontage. Now, that's a very good point. As it stands now, North Shirley Realty Trust probably could not obtain a building permit for lot number 6 because that use is not allowable in that district. So that's kind of why we're here, to allow that use, which is, like I said, similar to the subdivisions north and south, and actually the whole neighborhood. I'm not sure if there's any industry down there. Chinese, I think.
Well,
is-
across the street, the motel would be considered business,
Right,
in the business. zone.
multifamily though, right?
But that doesn't even require a variance, that's permittable in a light industrial
Right.
zone, so they're all, and that's really
Right.
relevant. But that's the only commercial actual use right now.
Exactly right.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
Where it says, Conley Brothers, or Conley Brothers Construction LLC,
Caney Brothers, yeah.
excuse me?
Caney.
Key. So is that commercial zone there above Pheasant Circle?
Like I said, to get Pheasant Circle approved, or part of the approval process of Pheasant Circle, they obtained a variance.
Correct.
So, to allow residential use.
Are
So-
those all houses through there?
Yeah, and they're all built on, I believe.
So
Yep, they're all
that's a
built on their own.
business in the residence?
No, actually, no, they're just the owner of
Oh,
that
they're
property.
just the owner of the
Right.
property?
There's a house, I believe, on that, and I'm not sure, do they rent that one in the corner?
No, they've sold all those,
Yeah.
Okay,
and they kept the frontage
Yep.
on our side.
Mhm. So, yeah, there's residential houses on that whole subdivision.
Public input?
Yep.
Anyone? All right. Gentlemen?
I mean, my opinion, I don't have any issue, I don't take issue with it, but, I mean, the way I see it is, it essentially completes that neighborhood.
Yeah.
If somebody had concern about what could happen with the rest of the lot, I suppose I could understand that, but,
Yeah,
I suppose it's not what we're considering at the moment, but I could see that.
well, strictly a use change. That's what we're considering. John? What do you think?
I saw no negative comments by anyone, with the exception of being concerned about losing the area within the town borders of light industrial zone
Yeah, I saw that.
property. But
So
other
that-
than that one statement,
But you wouldn't put that there, well, I wouldn't think you would put a light industrial in it between two neighborhoods. That would be,
well, but the fact is that
Could.
there was a business there.
yeah.
But the bottom line is, from the town line all the way down to Tiny's practically is strictly residential on
Right.
that side of the street.
Yep.
So I just think it's just a natural process and it's gonna be developed, and I have no issue with that.
I agree. Ron?
As John brought up, the only comments on by the various other agencies of the town was from the, say, industrial development, speaking for
Economic development.
economic development, who has probably the closest eye on this type of thing, and he declared, I don't know, without any particular reason, that it wouldn't be good for light industrial.
No, that's not what he said.
His exact words were what?
I'll tell you in a minute.
He has awful handwriting.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Use subject.
Scroll through there, right?
Yeah.
As a result of approved use variances from light industrial to residential in past years to the immediate north and south of the something parcel. Creating
Subject
non-
parcel.
Subject parcel, thank you. Creating non-established neighborhood streets, the subject parcel is no longer viable as light industrial location.
All right, so the term,
Yeah.
the phrase was not viable. He
Right,
declared it
not viable.
not viable, or
That's
his
correct.
opinion it was not viable, so
Yes.
then I guess that, I agree that, we shouldn't lose land unnecessarily to other uses just because it's convenient, but
Well, what he
These
said
other-
was, the subject parcel is no longer viable as a light industrial location, therefore, the AOCE, which is economic development, I guess,
Yep.
Yeah.
recommends approval of the variance from light industrial to residential, long-term gain. So
Correct.
it's,
right, but he did put that little caveat in there that we should be considering not changing land. We should not, we should consider not changing zoning lightly, or.
oh no,
Let's
but
say-
you, houses,
I don't know if I
Houses.
phrased that correctly.
No, I know what you mean,
Yeah.
Ron, but
yeah,
We
I
should,
I think,
all right, I'm just trying to make a point, but he saw no, that's his bailiwick there.
In the
He
big
saw
picture.
no
Right.
problem with that, and the other thing is that it's now wedged in between, that entire side, I guess, is
Yeah.
pretty much all, so therefore I have no.
motion,
yeah, sure. I would motion to approve the variance for bylaw 3.3.c to allow for residential use in the light industrial district at the subject property.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carried.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be in touch with that, I'll say.
Yeah, email me, please.
Will do. Yeah, really? That's crazy.
It is. Thank you very much for your
Yeah,
time.
will do.
Thank you. All right, make a motion to close the public hearing for the variance, North Shirley Realty Trust.
I make a motion to close the hearing.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next thing, approval of minutes, August 2016.
It's actually, on that I put 16th, but it's really the 17th,
Yeah.
but it's right on the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of Wednesday, August 17th, 2016.
Was that our last meeting?
Yes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
Wow. Okay, second?
No question of blessing.
Yeah, really. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Carly, nice job.
Thanks.
How we look for next month?
I hear we're getting one, but
Okay.
it's like literally due like tomorrow because of Thanksgiving.
Right.
So they still would have time to put it in the Lowell Sun, but I haven't heard anything, but I gave them all the paperwork, so it would be
Is this the gas
December
station again?
21st, the gas station. If you wanna sign those, that would be great.
That's right.
Now they get the clip. And that's it, but I'll keep
What
you
a
guys
power
posted for sure.
All right.
Sounds good.
Next scheduled meeting is
20.
December 21st.
6 o'clock still okay with everyone?
That's fine.
Yeah, that works great.
Yep.
21st, right?
21st, yeah.
So
I'll wait
this
for
is,
the email because it may not happen,
Right, exactly.
so this is still tentative then, based on.
Yeah, I haven't
Yep.
got the application yet, but
Okay.
I did hand it out, I just haven't got it back. But they knew the time constraints, so.
You have any idea what they're doing?
So what they wanna do is, from what I understand, is, scrap the whole gas station at Jarvis.
And go over to,
Go over to Maxon property on, across from that little gas station, they are gonna buy that. Or
Right.
they bought it, or they're
right next to the
affiliated.
cemetery.
Right, they're affiliated with it, they wanna really like clear back and have a huge, what they're calling a state-of-the-art gas station.
That should thrill the Harvards.
Yeah,
honestly.
so it's all in air, that whole property that they're looking for, I did confirm that, but I haven't seen anything yet. So we can't, there's no filling stations in whatever, that's light industrial, I think. So,
Let's see your map.
I would expect there's gonna be some public output for that one.
I
should think
think
they're
but their plan is to, basically keep that Jarvis lot, from what I understand, like vacant, so no other gas stations can go there. They're
So they're
gonna
gonna-
still own it.
So that's the lot between Devon's Crest
Spirit of-
and Jarvis?
Yeah.
Competition,
Where
I suppose.
the store was in there. They had that video store and all that stuff in there.
No, that one, I don't know, it's been
Which one now,
vacant
John?
for a while. In between the Rotary and Jarvis, on the other side, I think you're thinking.
Yeah, isn't that where they had that store up in there for renting videos and everything
Yeah, it
in
was
there?
with blanks.
Oh, yeah, that was before my time.
Yeah.
So that's what I hear, I just haven't seen it
I
yet.
was born here, nothing's before my time.
So they're at the Maxant property.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Boy,
that's what I hear.
have you
That's
heard
what I
any
know.
But the
rumblings from the
Maxon
Harvards?
property,
No, not yet.
They'll
the
come.
Maxon property is
Wow.
on this side of Jarvis.
On, what is that, 110?
Yeah.
111 right there.
111 right there.
Yeah.
Because actually, when you go to the Rotary and you take a right and head out towards Harvard, Maxon's on the left.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
exactly, so it'll be that one. And the gas station across the street, they own, so that gas station will.
Jarvis owns gas station?
No, no.
The global
Oh,
Motel.
the applicant.
Yeah, the applicant, so they would
And
obviously.
they wanna buy
close that.
Maxon's property?
Yeah, and develop that into a huge gas station, and the one across the street would close.
State of the art.
State-of-the-art gas station.
Hey, who they got in now? They got Maxon and Fitchburg Plumbing is in there now.
Right.
So,
Evidently they don't want to stay.
Yeah. So I guess there's more land there than it looks like when you drive by.
Oh, I think it's pretty big back
Goes
there.
deep,
yeah.
huh?
That's a residential area. General residential.
Well, it's right next to it. I know they have all those condos and like Market.
Yeah, the condos are right there, that's right.
Right.
So.
I think that may be spot zone, the Maxon property is light industrial. Like
Had to
from-
be.
Yeah, it would have to be, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's one of those
So,
islands.
but we'll see when we get it, if we
Yeah,
get it, when
if
we
we
get
get
it. Yeah.
All right, I know everybody's ready to run out the door, but somebody's gotta make a motion.
I motion to close the meeting.
Oh, second that motion.
Mhm.
Done. Thank you.
Perfect, thanks everyone.